A knife review of the Emerson Kershaw collaboration CQC-5K folding knife. Hello and welcome to Joe's Life 1. This is Joe. I have a knife review for you today. This is, first off, I'd like to say that this is not my knife. This is my brother-in-law's knife. He's a lineman, and this was his EDC knife for a while. We upgraded him to the Benchmade Griptilian, and but I've sharpened this knife for him several times and cleaned it up for him a few times, and it's a good work knife for him, EDC work knife. Anyway, so this is the Kershaw Emerson 6074 OLB-LK CQC-5K folding knife. It's got a 3-inch blade and a black blade. That's the name of the knife when you look it up. It's basically the from now on we'll call it the CQC-5K Kershaw Emerson knife collaboration. That's what this is. This one's an OD green with G10 handles. This is a right-handed version. It's got a little cutout on the right side, but you can flip the clip back and forth on this one. So he's a lefty, and he uses this one just fine. Basically, Kershaw and Emerson joined forces to bring you an Emerson-style blade. So you got the wave function right there, the wave piece right there for deployment, and the circular disc. They combined forces to bring you a Emerson-style knife at a price point of about 34 to 36 bucks, depending on whether you're on Knife Center, Blade HQ, or Amazon. Comparable Emerson knives go for 200 plus, and this knife is actually based off of the Emerson Commander. Yeah, but Emerson knives are pretty expensive. I mean, if you're asking me, but you know, they're in the $200 range usually and up. But Kershaw makes, you know, decent knives at a pretty low price point, and so you're getting that Emerson fighting knife design at 36 bucks. That's pretty cool if you ask me. I mean, this knife's a little, I don't know if I'd pay much more than 36 bucks for it, but you're getting that Emerson feature on it, which is really, really cool. Excuse me for 1 second here. All right, there we go. Sorry folks, my allergies have been bothering me lately. The CQC-5K has a modified clip point blade. Basically similar to the Gerber drop point. If you look, here's a Gerber drop point. It's a very similar blade style to it. It's got a little bit of a swedge up on the top up there, but other than that, very similar, if you ask me. Anyways, modified clip point blade, black oxidized coat to protect, and non-reflective, and you also get the Emerson skull on there, Emerson logo, and then you got the Kershaw. There you go, Kershaw logo on the other side there, and made in China, obviously. Okay, non-reflective. You got the 8CR14 MOV steel on this. The steel, I have had him, so every time I've sharpened this, the blade has been really like the blade almost collapses. I think he uses it on metal and stuff too on occasion. So I mean, if you're hard using this blade, it is gonna get damaged, and you're gonna have to sharpen it up, and it dulls fairly quickly. But the nice thing is that it's a fairly soft steel, so you can put a nice, it cleans up real quick and put a nice edge on it real quick too. So that's not a problem if you know how to sharpen knives or have knife sharpeners. So, I mean, for heavy EDC use, you might want to go with something with a little harder blade, but, I mean, at the price point, you really can't beat it. It's a 3-inch blade. It's a little short for me for a self-defense knife. I'd prefer something just a little bit, with a little bit more reach on it, but that's just me. The 3-inch might make it legal in some areas where it's not normally legal at, so that is something to look at. You have G10 handles, they're very similar to the whole knife is actually very similar in size to the Rat 2. The handles feel almost the same, very similar. Yeah, blade size is similar. This is a little chunkier blade than the Rat 2, but other than that, it's very similar to the Rat 2. It has a liner lock. Liner lock locks up real nice. No issues with that. Very nice liner lock. Let me go get it on camera there. Boom. And manual opener. It's got the thumb stud. Got the little Phillips screwdriver head if that ever comes loose. But you got a thumb stud there. Then you have the wave feature, and I will try and add that on at the end of the video. The wave feature deployment. But basically, how this sits is it sits in your pocket like this. He's a lefty, so it goes in his left pocket. And as it comes out of your pocket, it catches the pant and deploys the knife as it comes out of your pocket. It does carry a little high in the pocket, so it pops out a little bit, but it's not bad. If you're carrying the Emerson, excuse me, it's not gonna be too bad for you. It does have a reversible clip, so I actually moved it to the left side for him because he's not a righty, he's a lefty. It's 3.7 ounces. It's a little heavy, a little chunky for me. I prefer something just a little bit lighter. It's a little heavy, kind of heavy on that back side right there too, a little bit. But you know, if you're using it as an EDC work knife, not too bad, not too bad. Yeah, overall, I would say that this is like a pretty solid knife if you don't want to spend a lot of money on a knife, on like an Emerson style. Overall, it's not a bad knife. It's not amazing, but it's not bad either. I would really compare it to the Rat 2. I mean, with the exception of the blade steel on that Rat 2 might be just a little bit better. I like that D2 steel, but this one has had some issues. I have had to fix the blade came off center one time. One of the scales came loose one time, and I had to retighten the scales down and put Loctite on them. Other than that, I mean, this knife's just a little workhorse knife for him. So I mean, he's had it for several years. I mean, you can see the wear and tear on that thing. And like I said, I've sharpened it for him multiple times. I've got a little use with it. I got to play with it, you know, a few days here and there. And it's not a bad knife. Not a bad knife at all. I like it. Anyways, this has been Joe with Joe's Life 1. This has been the Kershaw CQC-5K. It's the Kershaw Emerson collaboration. Very cool little knife. And like I said, I compare it to the Rat 2 in D2 steel. They're very similar style knives. Anyway, thank you very much. Joe with Joe's Life 1. Have a good one.